How are you?
Doing good.
This guy.
How you doing,
This
sir?
guy.
Yeah,
I often get to stand in the middle here. Wow, this is amazing. Yeah.
Human sandwich.
That's what it is. Is this the meat right here? You guys are just the bread?
I'm just bread, just white.
Man.
And the extra grilled cheese slice for you.
What is going on here?
What's going on here? This is SummerSlam, baby. The biggest party of the summer. And if you want to be in style, you might as well have all the killers in Hawaii, baby. Check it out.
We got Freddie and Jason.
Yes, sir.
And
Leatherface.
Michael Myers. Yeah, Michael Myers. Wow. Who's your favorite?
Leatherface and Jason second, probably.
Do you feel incredibly underdressed right now?
Yeah, I feel terrible. I showed up looking like a chump. I didn't know we were wearing our finest gear today. So
I mean, I'm here wearing a T-shirt. I feel like an idiot. Jeez.
Got all the buttons on, too.
I did them all the way up to the top here. Can you believe that? When you guys first got put together, what was how did this conversation go?
to be honest, I was at a very low point in my career because I wasn't doing anything. It was right after the Shorty G stuff kind of finished up, and I was dead in the water, man. So I put together this whole, I probably have it on my computer somewhere, this whole pitch with the Alpha Academy and me and my coaching get up and all the details of my character. But I said, he's my guy. He's the guy that I got to find to help bring back up. And it just so happened that he had hit rock bottom, lost his briefcase, lost his girl, if you remember that time period. And the timing, man, just worked out great. And they stuck us together. I think the key to it was they found out that we were best friends in real life, and that we lived right by each other. So it wasn't so much a gimmick as it was real. And when you get something that's real on screen, it just comes across so much more. I mean, obviously people can connect with that a lot more than they would. So I think that's what made it work.
Yeah, whatever you guys are doing together, it's magic. You guys are making it work here. What's the best description, Otis, that you have heard of your physique?
Best description?
I heard someone refer to you as a human bowling ball.
Yeah, I've heard some of that. Yeah, a little bowling ball there, a chode, as you would call, a human chode. Beefy, sexy man.
Man meat.
Yep, I've heard bear community, wherever that means, kind of stuff there. Some with big hairy chests. But yeah, I mean, call me what you like, but here the load is always big and always ready, baby.
Do you know what the original plan was when you got the briefcase? Did they tell you you're going to win it and then?
Let me tell you, I didn't know until, because again, everything was kind of separately shot, everything. And then once they basically told me I knew, they basically Jamie's all right, then do this and do that. I'm like, does that mean I'm winning it? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, okay. And then what the plan was, I mean, really, basically it was a lot of ideas for lunch boxes and all that, but really the plan was basically get into the feeling bad for Otis and stuff like that, Tucker, having Tucker away and all that. And so with Dolph Ziggler coming in, it was that was the birth of a single Otis, but during that time with the briefcase, it was kind of a random kind of a decision, and I think it was a very entertaining time for me, but I did miss the fans during that time.
Yeah. You get comparisons to some of the greats all the time. Who were the people that you looked up to when you were growing up?
I got lucky because I came up as a fan during a time when we got every version of the best cruiserweights and high flyers in WCW, but we also got some great characters throughout WWE and WCW at the time. So I was such a fan of all those technical guys in WCW. You got guys like Bret Hart, you got guys like Eddie, and the entire cruiserweight division, Jericho, and all these guys. But then,
oh yeah, the Juice.
Yeah, the
that
Juice.
First hour of Nitro,
it was insane, dude. There was so many guys on there. They had such a big roster, but you knew every guy, and you were familiar with every guy, and they would just tear it down. Whether they had 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it was just killer matches. But then, a guy like Kurt Angle, who, of course, I'm going to say him because he broke down so many barriers and doors for us, and kind of helped get rid of the stigma that amateur wrestlers had for such a long time in this business. That oh yeah, they can work great, they're great wrestlers, but they got no personality. And Kurt was very responsible for kind of kicking that door down for a guy like me. So yeah.
When you sit next to somebody on a plane and they see your ears, they must be like, I'm not messing with this dude at all.
These days, it's mostly they think you're jiu-jitsu, but then you tell them Greco-Roman wrestling, and it kind of piques their interest a little more because a lot of people just haven't heard of that or don't really know. So you explain it to them, but yeah, the old adage is still there. Anytime they hear it, or I mean, see your ears, they're like, I wouldn't mess with that guy.
I just came the other day. The guy goes, jiu-jitsu? Like, I guess this means his ears? And he goes, no, Greco-Roman wrestling. Olympian, bitch.
Nice.
With great respect, when someone sits next to you on a plane, are they like,
They are panicking,
oh,
brother.
no.
Yeah, I get a lot of heat in the coach section for sure. I'll start walking in going, I think I'm in the middle, baby.
You're like 27E? Oh, no.
And I always, this is a curse for Otis. Every time I'm window, I don't get the window, I get the pillar. So the person in the middle is just getting pure shoulder. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I don't know what you want me to do.
When he has a coach seat, it's like watching him get ready to go into battle. Like, it's worse than a wrestling match. If you watch him getting ready to get on that plane, it's like, he's going in, man. It's going to be rough.
Guys, so good to spend some time with you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Thank
congrats on everything.
Yeah,
Thank
CV,
you.
baby.
Oh, yeah, thank you.